Welcome to the Road Report. Remember, we're doing it a little bit different today. 1 video, 7 days. Get your notebook, your pen, and your timer if you've got one. We're talking about letting go. Deep breath. Let's get started. This is the section you'll watch for the next 7 days. So we've talked about letting go at the end, and now we're focused on you. How did you do in the last 24 hours meeting your goal about what you really wanted to let go of? Lilith has not let go of the fact that she's not going to get fed before noon. So it's hard learning to let go, but how did you do over the last 24 hours? Did you observe yourself? Did you document it? Were you able to achieve what goal you set for yourself, or are you still holding on to something that you really wanted to let go of? That's why we're doing this 7 days in a row, because it takes practice to let go of something we don't want just because it's hard. So that is what we're thinking about today. Just take your deep breaths while you think about it. If you want to set your timer at about 15 minutes, use your notebook to write into if that's helpful for you. But really spend some time reviewing and then shifting to the next 24 hours. How are you going to do this differently today? Do you have something new to let go of? Are you going to do the same idea 7 days in a row, or a little piece of each idea for the next 7 days? Those are the questions you can ask yourself as we're moving ourselves through our lives. I know. Ah! We'll see you back here tomorrow as we talk about this process all over again. See you next time. Today we're talking about the art of letting go, and it really is an art. And what's interesting about life is the first chunk of your life is really about accumulating, because we have dreams, we have ideas, we have plans, and the last half of your life is looking around saying, well, that did or didn't work out. Now what do I want to do? So we're focused on where you are in the process, but wherever you are, there's always something to let go of. And I'm not necessarily talking about just stuff. I'm talking about letting go of beliefs, letting go of thoughts that don't work for you, letting go of relationships that may not work for you, letting go of past dreams. Maybe you've been banging on the door of a dream for the last 30 years and it's not happening. Maybe it's time to let that go. Letting go of goals that maybe you're never going to reach, and to stop beating yourself up about that. So I know my animals are really noisy, aren't they? So the best way to make room for what's new or what's next is to really let go of some things to make some room for that. I mean, that's really part of the process. Part of our youth and our ego base is to bring more stuff in. If I get more, I'll be happier. If I have more, I'll be happier. If I acquire more, I'll be safer, or have more security, or more success, or more respect, or more friends. But what we're talking about is our big vision idea is, what can you let go of? Because when you make that room, then something new can come. So next, we're talking strategy. So for strategy, let's pick one thing that we can focus on letting go of for the next 7 days. And you can start, anywhere in this process. But what would you like to really focus on as a strategy for your big picture success, to really focus on letting go of for the next 7 days? So you can write it down in your notebook, but just spend a few minutes thinking about, what is your strategy to create room for what you want next? What can you let go of that's no longer serving you? Then we're going to get specific. So in this last section of leading your life at 24 hours at a time, let's get super specific. So what is one thing you can do consecutively for 7 days, or break out one goal into 7 specific steps that you can take each day? And then the most important part, how will you document that so that you can truly accomplish that as your goal? Like I told you, tend to write things in my journal, and I also have a to-do list. So how can you document the fact that you are doing what you said you would? Because that's really what it's all about here. I'm trying to work with you and myself to create active change by becoming more, and the best way to become more is to let go of what's no longer working for you. So that is our vision, our strategy, and how we will lead our life for these next 7 days. We're really talking about the art of what's letting go. So that's the goal for this week, letting go of one thing for this week. You get to choose. I will see you back here next week as we move this journey forward one step at a time. Also, don't forget you can commit, or you can make your commitment by writing in the comments below. Also, if you want to tell me an idea that you'd like to work on for the week, include that also. Let's use social media in a positive, productive way. I know. Radical, isn't it? I hope you have a super fabulous week as we work on these projects together, and we'll see you next time.